Back here in Washington, people marked the 50-year time that has passed since Dr. King was assassinated, and they did this at the MLK Memorial near the National Mall. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and other city leaders held a wreath-laying ceremony while visitors gathered to remember MLK's legacy.
And I feel good. It just brings back things that happened in the 60s when I was growing up and how Martin got things started.
I think he would be proud of where we are now as a people and as a country. And just reading these quotes just makes me feel more appreciative of his movement and what he did for people of color and all people.
I'm just thankful to be here to just share some of the warmness that he brought between the races and the people, all people.
Earlier this morning, a silent march was held from the MLK Memorial to the National Mall. It was part of a day-long rally to end racism organized by the National Council of Churches. Marchers say they want to continue Dr. King's work to end racial and social injustice. Some of the people we talked to say the recent events inspired them to take a stand.
This is my first march ever, and that's just exciting. Because of the reason that I'm here.
If we start, then we can encourage more young people. We're all able to vote now, so we have to make sure that we let people know that we have to vote and we have to march to do something. We can't be at home angry and do nothing. We have to come out and march and make a change.
It's so powerful to go from the Martin Luther King Memorial and to walk through it and then to walk past the Washington Monument and then you see the Jefferson Memorial and just everything that's kind of going through your mind with everything that he fought for and everything that he stood for. It's just kind of emotional.
Speakers at the rally included actors Danny Glover and Lou Gossett Jr.
Much of D.C.'s poor black communities erupted into riots back in 1968 upon hearing that Dr. King had been murdered. 13 people were killed, 6,000 people arrested in only 4 nights. A curfew and the National Guard finally helped bring the destruction to an end, but not before scores of businesses owned by whites and blacks have been looted and set on fire.
After the sadness, frustration, and anger set in, and I believe the first brick was thrown in the People's Drug Store at 14th and U.
Those same riot corridors are bustling today with newcomers and scores of new apartments and condos, and they're expensive. At least 1,000 new residents moving into the nation's capital each month. Many are looking to live, work, and party in those very same areas that burned to the ground 50 years ago. Tonight at 7 o'clock on Off Script, I'm examining what led to the turnaround, who's moving in, and how are we doing when it comes to confronting the issues surrounding race 50 years after Dr. King's death.